Coast City. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there on the first play of the game. 57 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Now a man in his second season in a Cardinal uniform. Here's James Conner. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Conner going to get it again on second down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run forward with Conner. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Prater's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Okay, after the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Blue striker.
Now Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth, and that executed well and a great throw, too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, it was a well-thrown football. A nice, healthy gain right there.
Forced out to his left. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now, this game, of course, held at the fabled Estadio Azteca, home to the Mexican national soccer team. Home to 2 World Cup finals, including Diego Maradona and the Hand of God goal in 1986. Look it up, kids. This is the final of 5 international games for 20. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. His throw incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass off?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Murray. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Try the right side with Mitchell. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Another run with Mitchell. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Ready. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The drive will start with Connor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. The loss results there.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the middle, Ingram. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. On 2nd and 9, Murray. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Murray now. He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a play fake. Lance. He's going to let this one go deep. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoff.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. Or maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. the Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
52 blaster.
On play action, Lance. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A give running right is Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Now goal for the extra point. And it's 21-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Murray now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Runs over him, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Hopkins, the man in motion left. On 2nd down, Ingram. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Check you. Hey, check nigga.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ready?
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Room here to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
On the double.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. 14 more yards. Play action. Now it's Lance. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Off of play action, here's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. The Lance going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6, and now it's 3rd down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal. Lance looking to throw it. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Mike Evans from 13 yards out. And the 49ers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Gold to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meat...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now